Welcome to the IDEA Podcast, a channel for the IDEA Hospitality Investment Forum, which is an annual gathering for the hospitality investment community in Eastern Europe. Tune in to insightful conversations between the IDEA team and hospitality investment leaders and innovators across Europe. And now let's dive right into today's episode.
Hello everyone, and welcome once again to IDEA Podcast. These are the podcasts that we do ahead of IDEA Hospitality Investment Forum that will be taking place in Prague on September 18th to 20th. We hope you'll join us. Today, I have a great guest. It's Frank Halmos. He's the CEO of Ensana Health Spa Hotels. Frank, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me here.
It's a pleasure because Ensana as well as Anubius are both sponsors of IDEA this year for the first time. We're really looking forward to also present to the audience what both the brands are doing. But let's go with Ensana today, Frank. Can you share with us a little bit the background of the brand of Ensana company and tell us how many hotels you have, how many hotels you operate at the moment, and where?
Okay, so Ensana has a relatively short history. We have established the brand in 2019 in September. We had an extremely successful last quarter in 2019. And then we had a very good start in 2020. And then, you know what happened? COVID came. So we had a really difficult time, which we took for improving our services, creating new programs, focusing on new other health conditions. So this is roughly how the brand was created. Back before that time, we used to have Danubius hotels. So the brand very much was originated from Danubius. Our hotels are located in 5 different countries: in the Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, and in the UK we also have hotels close to Manchester and Buxton. So altogether we have 27 hotels. We are providing 2 million treatments a year, which makes us the largest spa operator in Europe.
But there's a difference between Ensana and regular spa hotels. So you're called health spa hotels. Can you share what's the difference between those?
Yeah, we want to differentiate us very much from the rest of the industry. Let's call them like wellness hotels, which I think they also provide very good services, but we want to differentiate ourselves in terms of our strong medical background. So in all our facilities, we have doctors who give a certain guidance on what kind of treatments the certain patients would get. And our programs are very much focusing on certain health conditions. So not just on having fun and relaxing and enjoying the time, pampering yourself in a nice hotel. So we are focusing on certain health conditions, which is cardiovascular system, the musculoskeletal system. We have certain hotels which deal with fertility programs. So it's a much broader range than just focusing on wellness. During this year, we also introduced new programs which have a much stronger holistic approach, meaning that we are not trying to deal only with symptoms or certain health conditions. We are trying to deal with the general health condition of a certain client, meaning that somebody who has musculoskeletal problems and has an overweight as well because of unhealthy nutrition or bad lifestyle, then we try to influence the patient so that the person changes lifestyle, changes the habit of eating, and so on, which gives a much stronger impact on the health condition. What else does make us very different from the rest of the industry is that we are measuring medical data. So for us, it's very important that we can prove that we are efficient, that the programs help. And for that reason, we are measuring, tracking medical data through the whole stay, which again makes us very different from other hotels with the same scope of
How
work.
do you do that? You actually measure when the patient or the guest comes at the beginning and then when he or she leaves?
Yeah, we prefer to have also medical data already pre-stay, which would mean that we are shared with certain medical data from the GP of the guest or any doctor of the guest. And yes, definitely during arrival, we would measure the data again. And then during the whole stay, we would also use fitness trackers like modern smartwatch devices. And at the end of the stay, again, we would measure the data and then compare. And the data is showing that the programs are really very efficient. And then after the stay, we would also give the opportunity for a post-stay consultation with the doctor. So where the guest has the opportunity to ask questions even after the stay. And this again is quite unique in the industry.
Frank, as example, and I wonder how it works your business model. So in Croatia, for example, hotels with health facilities rely mostly on insurance and the state payers. What's the situation in your properties? Does this differ from one country to another? Can you tell us a little bit how it works?
Yes, so this segment is a very important segment for our hotels in the Czech Republic and Slovakia. There are certain health conditions which are supported by health insurance and which are financed by the health insurance. So in these hotels, we created specific predefined programs which are very efficient and are very helpful. And most of the guests are staying for 2-3 weeks, which is also very beneficial for our hotels. It creates a large volume of guests. And then additionally, we obviously are selling our inventory also on the free market. But in certain countries, we are missing this segment. So we don't have health insurance guests, for example, in Romania and Hungary, and obviously not in the UK. But in Slovakia and Czech Republic, as I mentioned, this segment is still sustainable. It will be important for the next decades, I think. And so what we realized that the state has realized that certain rate increase was necessary. You know, the inflation in the last 2 years has caused a lot of troubles in the hospitality sector. So we had a nice increase in rates in the Czech Republic and Slovakia. And for that reason, we can proudly say that it's a very lively, very important segment for the Ensana hotels. And I hope that will remain very long for the future.
But of course, you also have the ability for clients from other markets that not necessarily come from the insurance segment to visit hotels and to enjoy all of the facilities and all of the programs that you have, I guess.
Yeah, so for the free market, our programs are much more tailor-made programs. We have personalized nutrition. We have personalized medical programs, which are very different from predefined programs. We are offering these new enhanced health programs to certain markets. GCC is a very important area, location for our hotels. So we have created weight loss programs, de-stress programs, and different kind of programs focusing on a certain health condition, but being very holistic in a certain way as well, which means that we are not only focusing on, for example, obesity problems, but also on respiratory programs or cardiovascular issues. We are trying to introduce a healthy lifestyle to our clients. And we also want to give some advice on how to stay on healthy nutrition after the stay, because you stay in a hotel for 2-3 weeks, we really can do miracles with the clients, but then it's very important that the clients remain in a healthy lifestyle, and we are trying to support them with online consultation and communication platforms that we created so that we can stay in touch with the customers.
Frank, Ensana is owned by UK company CP Holding. Are they also investors in hotels you operate? Do you manage also hotels for other owners? How does it work?
So CP Holdings owns Danubius Hotels and Ensana Hotels as the ultimate owner. They also have hotels in other countries. And on the long term, CP is ready to invest in other locations as well. But the main focus is on operating hotels as an operator. So we try to remain asset light, and that would help us that we can expand much faster than buying all the hotels and operating them. We have roughly 25 hotels now in the pipeline in different countries. The focus is on Greece, Italy, Bulgaria. In our existing countries, DACH region is definitely something very interesting and attractive for Ensana. So we want to expand in the western part of Europe as well. And we have just recently been approached by GCC countries which are very interested in a way of cooperating with Ensana, because in these countries, health is also a very important topic. In recent years, I think we all can agree it has become even more important. They are very much interested in our respiratory programs, which have won several awards in the past. We have just now finished a study related to Parkinson's disease, which again is a very unique approach compared to other operators.
And what's your preferred hotel? Ensana, of course.
You mean which is my favorite hotel?
Yes.
That would not really be very polite from myself if I would say any hotel which as my favorite. It's obviously always the new hotel which we just will take over. I can already tell now, because during the time of IDEA this will be public already. We have signed an agreement for a hotel in St. Constantine and Helena in Bulgaria, which is a very nice 400-room 5-star property, which I think has a great potential. And for the time being, that will be my favorite hotel.
Okay, well, congratulations on the new signing.
Thank you very much.
Frank, I would leave this for now. I think we're going to hear a little bit more about Ensana at IDEA as well. So let's just keep it short and sweet. I'm looking forward to welcoming you to IDEA in Prague, and of course supporting the further development of Ensana Hotels. Thank you so much for being today with me.
Thank you very much, Marina. And we are very glad to be here at the IDEA as a gold level partner, and we hope to see you every year again and again. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the IDEA podcast, the channel for the IDEA Hospitality Investment Forum. You can find a full transcript of this conversation in the content library on idea-forum.com with other reports and insights. We look forward to welcoming you and your colleagues in person at IDEA in Prague on the 18th through 20th of September 2023. If you haven't registered yet, please go to idea-forum.com to purchase your pass today and save before ticket prices increase. Please feel free to email us with any questions at hello@thebench.com. Until the next episode, stay safe and keep well.